Right, let's have a look and see what is the theme for the week ahead. And we are doing the week of the 14th to the 20th of August 2022. I have my word of the year oracle. We're going to draw a single card from the orange, a single card from the green, and the two together will give us the theme for the week ahead. Okay, happy with that. I'm going to cut over there. And we have one card from the orange. Make it straight. Let's take a single card from the green, just giving them a little shuffle. So each of these piles of cards have single words on them, and the two words together give us the theme for the week ahead. The week of the 14th, should I want that one? 14th to the 20th of August 2022. So card number one gives us supportive. Let's put it in its place. What do we have? Supportive joy. I love that. I love that. If you have been following my work or my channel for any amount of time, you will know what a joy advocate I am. You will know that joy is, to me, the most important emotion, the most important feeling, the thing that matters most, and it's the thing that we all need more of in our lives. So supportive joy, I'm going to shuffle the other oracle while I'm chatting about supportive love, supportive joy, just so that I can, not waste any of your time. So supportive joy for me is giving, to me, it's like giving us permission to experience joy, giving ourselves permission to actually understand what joy means. It's almost like the universe or spirit saying to you, allow yourself to enjoy that which you are doing, whenever you are doing it, however you are doing it, and with who you ever doing it. Because supportive joy says joy is important. We recognize that, we understand that, but now you need to give yourself permission to actually experience the joy. Supportive joy means that spirits are going to work with us to help us to find the joy, to experience the joy, to understand the joy. So the oracle deck that I'm shuffling here is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. It is my absolute favorite. This is a trimmed version of Sacred Destiny. I just absolutely love this oracle. And I'm taking a card from there. So let's see. And obviously this card is going to combine with supportive joy to give us the theme for the week ahead. Can you see that? Bring it a bit closer so that you can see. It says relaxation. And I mean, here we are lying in a hammock, reading a book. I mean, can life get any better than that? So friends, supportive joy, relaxation. To me, the thing that I hear most around that is, number one, is to give yourself permission to know joy, to experience joy, to find joy, to have joy, to be joyful, and give yourself permission to relax, give yourself permission to experience the finer things in life, because we have to be honest and say we're all working really, really hard. We're all experiencing a lot at the moment, and life is pretty complex, pretty tough. And we're all feeling a little bit stressed. We're all feeling a little bit anxious. We're all feeling a little bit out of sorts. So to take a moment to relax, and to, when I say relax, I don't mean just stop working, because that's what we all do. We all find, well, I'm not at work for, the evening, therefore I am relaxing. No, relaxation means doing something that brings you joy. That is where relaxation comes from. That is where joy comes from. Doing an activity, participating in something that brings a sense of joy, a sense of happiness, and a sense of peace into your world. That's what we need to do. We need to understand, just like this hammock is supporting this person while they are doing their joyful experience of reading, we need to know that we are supported as well, and that we can give ourselves permission to take a little bit of time to unwind, to relax, and to just find joy in the moment. It's something that I do for myself quite often, is I firmly believe in time out. I firmly believe in relaxation. I firmly believe in doing something that brings a sense of peace, a sense of excitement, a sense of joy into my life. And that is through various different crafts, various different times with families, just coming together with the people that matter most in life is what brings me joy. And I know that, I recognize that. So I make it happen on a fairly regular basis. And I understand the importance of true relaxation, of timing out, stopping what we're doing, and just filling up your petrol tank with joy. So supportive joy is telling you, Spirit is saying, we recognize, we acknowledge, and we want you to be happy. We want you to know joy. So we are going to support you in having, finding, and experiencing joy in your life, which I think is fantastic for the week ahead. Let's have a look and see what crystal we should be working with for the week ahead. So shuffling my crystal cards, there are 100 of them. See, we're looking for just a single card, a single crystal that's going to give us supportive joy, that's going to help us finding our joy, that's going to help us to unwind and relax and to just, find almost want to say like realign ourselves with what really matters. And what really matters is joy, truth, happiness in our lives. Okay, so happy with that shuffle. Put the cards all together and cutting there and taking a card off the top. Let's see what crystal we have for the week ahead. Oh, we've got ruby. So ruby is said to increase concentration and motivation. It can boost your feelings of desire. It is a very protective and shielding stone, especially for the home. Rubies are often associated with wealth, and prosperity can also increase your courage. Element of earth, chakra is heart, and an affirmation that you can use with the ruby stone is, I am ready to attract prosperity into my life. I am ready to attract prosperity into my life. And I think ruby also, the depth of the color. If you have a ruby crystal, or if you've ever seen her, it is like the deepest red, a dark red. It is beautiful. And it says to increase concentration and motivation. To me, it's not about motivation and concentration for work, but it's around joy and happiness, joy and relaxation. And the ruby crystal is going to support us as we go through that for the week ahead. So work with ruby crystal, okay? As I say every week, if you don't own a piece of ruby crystal, you can use an image. You can use, anything off Google search will help you. Get an image of the ruby crystal, keep it on your phone, keep it on your person. And every time you look at it, every time you look at the image of it, just imagine as if you are holding that crystal in your hand, and let that ruby work with you. Let that ruby crystal give you whatever it is that you need in this time, in this space right now. Let the ruby crystal increase your concentration and motivation and boost your feelings of desire, because supportive joy, number one, like I said just now, give yourself permission to look for, to have, and to experience joy in your life. If you don't give yourself permission, you're never going to find it. And the ruby crystal is saying to you, we want to help you. We want to boost your feelings of desire, so that you desire joy in your life. And you understand the importance of relaxation. You understand the importance of stopping the stress, the anxiety, the pressure, so that you can find joy in whatever activities that you are busy with or involved with or working with for the week ahead. Let's move into our angel message reading for the week ahead. So the idea here is to get a message from the angels that ties in with the week ahead, ties in with the theme, ties in with the energy, with the crystal, with everything. But a message from the angels that we can use, that can guide us into and for the next 7 days. Remember, we are doing the 14th to the 20th of August 2022. And today I'm going to work with the Guardian Angel Tarot to get a message from the angels, and then I'll also have an oracle deck as well. So here I have the Guardian Angel Tarot. It is a gold gilded deck. Let's give it a little shuffle. And I'm just going to take a single card from the Guardian Angel Tarot. So we're asking our angels to draw near. We're asking our angels to connect with us. We're asking our guardian angels. We're asking the Ascended Master Angels. We're asking our Spirit Guide Angels. We're asking all forms of angels to connect with us, as long as they come in love and light. We're asking for a single message, a message of inspiration, a message of guidance, and a message of hope for the week ahead, a message that will help us to find our joy and to find out in what way our angels are supporting us in the week ahead. All right, so I'm happy with that shuffle. Let's cut the deck over there. And as always, we take a card off the top. Let's see what message we have from our angels today. So we have got our angels telling you to be open to success. It says, look at the wonderful things that you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different priorities and have come out a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise ahead. Praise headed your way, but don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with the gratitude that you deserve. How beautiful is that? Be open to success. Look at all the wonderful things that you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different priorities and have come out a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way, but don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with the gratitude that you deserve. How beautiful is that? So this is confirmation that our angels have seen the work, the effort, and everything that you've done. And our angels are saying, you know what, after all the hard work, after everything that you've done, you deserve to relax. You deserve to be showered with blessings. You deserve to experience joy. And I know we all feel terrible when people give us compliments. We all feel awkward. We don't know quite how to accept the compliment. We don't know how to just be grateful and say thank you. Thank you for the recognition. Thank you for seeing me, for understanding me, and for knowing me. So we need to be prepared for that for the week ahead. Oh, is there bad glare over there? Right, actually, I don't like that glare. Let's put it over there, and then I think it'll be fine. And then I'm going to draw a card from Angel's Cove Oracle as well. So let's give it a little shuffle and let's see a message that's going to come through again from the angels that will work with being open to success, a relaxation, supportive joy, and finding our desire with our ruby crystal. Let's see, message from the angels that ties in with everything that we've already covered to inspire and motivate and to help us through the next week. Okay, happy with that shuffle. Put them together. That was a little cut right in the beginning. Let's have a look and see what we have. Angel's Cove, what message do you have for us today? Awareness, and it says, your angels are asking you to become more aware of their presence surrounding you right now. A person who is spiritually aware is able to manage life differently from the rest. Help others become more aware of their angels as well. So awareness is a beautiful message. I have to find a place to put it. Awareness is a beautiful message because if our angels are working with us to help us with our supportive joy, to help us find relaxation, to help us be recognized and acknowledged for everything that we do, and to find our desires and true passions, if our angels are helping us with that, we need to be aware of them, because if we're not aware of them, we're not going to see all of this that is going on around us. We're not going to see all that our angels are doing for us. And as much as we are going to be seen and recognized this week, our angels want to be seen and recognized as well. I like to, on a regular basis, on a daily basis, I like to invite the angels in. I like to call on them. I like to practice gratitude for the angels, to the angels, in everything that I have, and everything that I do, and everything that I happen and experience in my life. So I'm going to invite you to do the same this week. Pay attention to your angels on a regular basis, like as in once a day. You can do more than that, but at least once a day. Give gratitude to your angels for all the success, the happiness, the joy, the support that you have experienced during that day. So I like to do a gratitude prayer before I go to bed every night, before I go to sleep. And in my gratitude prayer, I am praying to the angels, and I am offering my gratitude, my thanks for all the success, all the happiness, all the joy, all the whatever it is that I experienced in that day. And I make a point, if I had a bad experience in the day, if I had any kind of negative experience, I make a point of being grateful for that negative experience, and I make a point of finding a way of turning it into a positive and being grateful for the lesson that has come to me through that experience. So I'm sharing that with you because that is how you find your joy. You cannot find joy by just focusing on joy. You've got to find joy in realizing that joy is actually a balance. Life is a balance. We have to work, we have to relax, we have to support, we have to have joy, we have to be kind, we have to receive recognition and acknowledgement for all that we are. But we also have to know our true desires, and we have to be working towards our true desires. So we're going to become aware not only of our angels, but of ourselves, of our circumstances, of our situations. And we're going to practice on a regular basis gratitude for that, happiness for that, joy for that, as we move forward in our week ahead. Sure, that was good. Right, friends, we're going to get into our elemental readings for the week ahead. This week I am going to be working with just such an awesome, beautiful deck. This is the deck called the Tarot of the Abyss, created by a beautiful artist whose name is Anatorian. I love this deck. It is a black and white hand-drawn, I think she draws by pen. It is absolutely exquisite. So I'm going to use this deck to do our elemental readings for the week ahead. So elemental readings, I am doing 4 of them. So I do a reading for fire, for earth, for air, and for water. When you know which your zodiac sign falls into, then you just pay attention to that particular elemental reading, whether it be fire, earth, air, or water. I'll put up a thing on screen now that will explain the different elements to you to help you choose which reading is for you. All right, fire signs, welcome. Aries, Leo, and Sag. Let's have a look and see what the week ahead has in store for you. Week ahead energies for all our fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, week ahead of the 14th to the 20th of August, 2022. Whoops, I'm doing bad. Throwing all the cards on the table. Let's try that again. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. Right, happy with that. Cutting the deck over there. Card number 1, fire signs, we have is the Knight of Cups. Card number 2, we have the Magician. And card number 3, we have the Hermit. All right, so fire signs, when I look at these 3 cards for you for the week ahead, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of activity, but there is also a lot of inactivity. So it seems like the week is going to start off quite chaotic, quite busy, quite full of emotion and energy. You're then going to sort of get control of that. You're going to pull yourself towards yourself, if I can put it that way. And then finally, you're going to be introspective and you're going to be thoughtful around what it is that you experienced for the week. So it seems like it's not one consistent energy. It definitely seems like it's an ebb and flow kind of scenario for the week ahead. So fire signs, starting off with our Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, here we have somebody who is working on a boat. We have got high waves happening behind there, which means that, you know, holding your own, standing still, standing upright is a bit of a challenge. So you're having to try and keep yourself upright while doing whatever your chore is, whatever your activity is, whatever it is that you need to be doing. And it doesn't come easy, okay? And here we are struggling. We're really battling to keep it together, okay? And you might find that's what you're like this week as well, that you might find that there's so much going on. You're trying to navigate so much, trying to handle so much, trying to do so much, that you're finding it quite difficult to actually hold your own, stand on your own ground. But what you need to understand, fire signs, is that we've got the Magician card here, as above, so below. You are connected to all things are connected to you. The Magician says that you have everything that you need to achieve that which you desire. So don't succumb to the chaos, don't succumb to the high energy emotions. Bring yourself still, bring yourself towards yourself, take the time out that you need to, but just breathe, okay? Once you've collected yourself, once you've gathered yourself, once you've got yourself together, you're going to find this inner reserve of courage, of strength, of stamina, of everything that you need to balance, to figure, to resolve, to overcome the chaos, okay? So in all honesty, fire signs, it doesn't look like it's going to be difficult for you, but you need to understand that don't look for solutions externally. All the solutions that you're looking for are right here within you, and you need to trust and believe in yourself. You need to lean on yourself, and you need to say, you know what, I don't need anybody else. I can do this completely on my own, and I am strong enough, and I am capable of doing it. I want to show you in this home the Magician card, because it really is absolutely gorgeous. Do you see how he's pulling energy from the earth. He's pulling energy from above, and the energy is combining in his heart space. So what he's doing in his heart space there is he is combining above and below, heaven and earth. He's bringing it into his heart space. In the heart is where we feel joy, our true desires. It's where everything happens. It's where our souls reside. And he's bringing everything into that core of his being. And from there, he is combining forces, joining forces in order to achieve that which he wants to. It's about understanding your true self. It's about understanding your powers. It's about understanding your abilities. And it's also about recognizing that you on your own, fire signs, are strong enough that you don't need validation. You don't need external people telling you how fabulous you are, because, and I know this is going to sound so conceited, but you know who you are. You know what you're capable of. You know what it is that you can do. So I am going to say to you, fire signs, this week it's going to be a little bit all chaotic and a little bit all over the place. It's going to feel as if the ground is literally shaking under your feet. Pull yourself together, focus on what truly matters, and recognize that you are the only one who can fix this, that you are the only one who can overcome this. You are the only one who can turn the situation around. You don't need anybody else. You don't need to rely on anybody else, but you do need to trust and believe in yourself. I am also going to throw in supportive joy is basically telling you for this week, if you get caught up in the chaos, you're not going to find resolution and understanding in anything that you do. So supportive joy is telling you through the chaos, through everything that you do, find your center, find your joy, okay? Find your joy, find your center, and know that you are supported by Spirit as well as Mother Gaia. You are supported in everything that you do, but it's about believing in yourself. It's about trusting in yourself as well as in your abilities, your talents, your skills. But it's also about finding your balance between what you do, when you do it, how you do it, who you do it with, and why you do it. Okay, and that's what seems to be coming through so strongly, fire signs, for each of you for the week ahead. But recognize that you don't need anybody except for yourself. The only person that you can rely on and the only person that you can trust and believe in is yourself. So do that for the week ahead and you'll be absolutely fine. Fire signs, as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Look after yourself and have an awesome week. Right, putting the cards back in the deck in random places. And now we're going to do our earth signs. So earth signs, welcome. Welcome to your week ahead energy reading. So earth signs, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. We are looking at the week of the 14th of August to the 20th of August 2022. For all our earth signs, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. What does the week ahead have in store for you? What is important and significant for the week ahead? Right, one more shuffle and then we will cut the deck and see what's in store for you. Okay, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, 14th to the 20th of August 2022. Card number 1, earth signs, we have the 10 of Wands. Card number 2 is the Queen of Swords. And card number 3 is the 8 of Swords. Okay, so earth signs, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, it looks like you're having a bit of a difficult time at the moment. It looks like everything is a little bit, I almost want to say a little bit too much, okay? You're feeling overburdened. You're feeling exhausted. You're feeling like there's just no way out, and you're just feeling as if you're never going to recover or never going to find your way. I am going to bring in supportive joy into this, because when I look at these, we've got stress, 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 okay? The Queen of Swords, as much as she is stressed, she is also about solutions. She is about the support that is available, but she is finding that support within herself. She is using her own intelligence to overcome her challenges and her situations. She also is more concerned around the other people in her life as opposed to just herself. So supportive joy, you are supporting, helping and guiding other people while you yourself are suffering and going through all sorts of stuff. Supportive joy is telling you that we need to shift our focus from the challenges, the problems, and the difficulties, and shift our focus to saying, okay, yes, they are real. Yes, they are happening in my life. But at the same time, I can take a minute to relax and to replenish my own energies, because those problems are not going to go away. They'll wait for me. So while they're there, let them sit on the shelf. Let them sit there waiting while I just breathe for a second. Okay. I do have to say to you, though, for our earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, the 10 of Wands, he's done a long, hard day's work, okay? Manual labor the whole day. He is physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. He is walking a path. It's the end of the day. It's when he's walking home. It's when he's returning back, where he can rest, where he can rejuvenate and replenish his energies. He's feeling like it's never going to happen. He's feeling like he's just never going to arrive. He's never going to reach there. He's never going to get there. But what we don't see in this card is that home is literally just over here. So 5 more steps and he's there. So when you're feeling like you just can't anymore, know that that is when you are so close to arriving, reaching, and getting to your destination, where you can then unwind and relax. So when you're feeling overwhelmed and overburdened for the week ahead, earth signs, just persevere a little bit more. Let your intelligence, let your previous experience and knowledge and understanding be your guide, okay? And instead of always focusing on everybody else and trying to be kind, supportive, and caring to everybody else, pay a bit more attention to yourself, okay? Pay a bit more attention to yourself and keep your wits about you so that you can overcome the challenges. And the reason why I'm saying that, earth signs, is because of this 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is a very interesting card, because the 8 of Swords basically says that you are your own worst enemy at the moment. You are perceiving, imagining, seeing, experiencing your situations in a much worse scenario than what is actually true. And I think this is something that happens to all of us, is because we've had such challenges and so many difficulties and so many complications in our life. When one thing doesn't quite work out the way that we expect it to, when something goes wrong, one tiny little thing goes wrong, we immediately imagine ourselves that everything is going to go wrong, that this is just the beginning of an avalanche, okay? And the 8 of Swords is basically saying to you, don't fall into that trap. Don't allow yourself to fall into that trap of avalanche mindset. We need to make sure that we are clear thinking. We need to recognize that, yes, maybe there is a problem, maybe there is a challenge, maybe things aren't quite going according to plan, but it doesn't mean that it's just that we're on a downward spiral and that things are going to get worse. So earth signs, let's be, and it's quite interesting that this is for the earth signs. You're all very logical, you're all very practical. Don't allow your exhaustion to cloud your judgment and to make you feel as if everything is toxic and bad. You need to make sure that you are being honest with yourself, that you are being reasonable with yourself. Get the support that you need. Focus on finding joy. Focus on finding happiness in every moment. Every step that you take when you are completely and utterly exhausted, celebrate the fact that it's one step closer to where you want to be, that it's one step closer to your final destination. When your mind is just crazy with thoughts, recognize it, see it, and stop it. Before you start imagining that your situation is just going from bad to worse, recognize that you need to rest. Recognize that you need to rejuvenate your heart and soul. Do something that brings you joy. Do something that feeds your desire, and become aware of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you're going through before you get caught into this negative spiral. So earth signs, it looks like your challenge this week is with yourself. It looks like for the week ahead, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out all right, as long as you don't get too lost in the chaos mindset. Just keep going. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep talking yourself through it. Keep focusing on the end goal, the end goal, the end goal. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the drama and the chaos and in the negative self-speak. Focus on joy. Focus on relaxing. Focus on your desires. Become aware of who and what you are, and let people give you compliments, let people say nice things to you, because that may help you to prevent this negative mindset. Okay, so Earth sign, sending you lots of love and blessings for the week ahead. Look after yourself, take it easy, and be kind to yourself. Good. Putting the cards away in random places in the deck. And we're now going to do our air signs. So air signs, welcome. Let's have a look and see what is the week ahead have in store for you. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's have a look and see what the week ahead has in store for you. We're looking at the week of the 14th to the 20th of August 2022. Let's just do one more shuffle air sign. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, 14 to 20 August 2022. Right. Happy with that. Card number 1 for air signs, we have got the 10 of Swords. Card number 2 is the 7 of Cups. And card number 3 is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, let's just move them out of the glare a little bit. All right, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. When I look at these three, we've got Swords, Cups, Pentacles. So it seems like we don't have anything that is too dominant. It seems to be a little bit of everything. But the week is going to start off with you feeling like it's done. Okay, feeling like, you know what, I've had enough. It's been a little bit too much. It's been a little bit continuous. I'm ready to stop. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to give up. There is that energy that seems to be around you this week of I'm done. Okay, and not done as in complete and tick, but done as in exhausted and fed up. We need to be very much aware of when we reach this point, because when I look at the other cards that are coming through for you, the 8 of Pentacles in particular is the card of repetitive actions, behaviors, mindset, activities, so that we can perfect whatever it is that we're doing. 7 of Cups is the card of choices and options and trying to decide what's best for you and where do you want to go and what you want to do. So there's a lot of work that needs to happen, but you can't do the work if you're giving up. You can't do what needs to be done if you just don't want to face any more of it. The lesson is on repeat. The situation is on repeat. So you have to keep putting one foot in front of the other until such time as you find the joy, the relaxation, the desires and the support that you need in your life. So what I'm saying is, air signs, the 10 of Swords is basically saying to you, just when you think you're done, you're quitting, you're stopping, you're giving up, you're not doing it any longer, you can't take anymore, just when you get to that point is actually when a flip is switched. Let me start that again. A switch is flipped. When we get to that point, that's when we flip the switch and suddenly we're moving in a different direction. Suddenly it's like everything opens up. Opportunities open up. Mindsets open up. The way of thinking opens up. Choices open up for us. And with the 7 of Cups and with all these choices, that's when you find your way out of the clouds. Now I want to show you this card. If we have a look, here we have a lady. She is levitating. She is off the ground. We don't see her head. We see this cloud. So she literally has her head in the clouds. And if we look inside the clouds, there are so many different things. I mean, there's a castle. There's all sorts of things going on. And what she's doing with her head in the clouds is she's trying to decide, to choose what's going to be best for her. What does she actually want and what is the best thing for her? But sometimes we need our head in the clouds in order to see the opportunities. And the only reason why she's got her head in the clouds is because she got to that point. So I am going to say, air signs, it looks like it's going to be a tough week. But actually, when you recognize I'm done, that's when everything shifts. That's when you're going to see all the options that are available to you. all the things that you could do that are available to you. And then that's when you focus on doing, achieving, and accomplishing everything that is important and everything that is significant. Eight of Pentacles is the card of hard work. I mean, there's just no other way of putting it. This is the card of learning a skill. How do you learn a skill? By doing it over and over and over again until you have perfected it. So the Eight of Pentacles is about focusing on nothing else except the task at hand. So I am going to say to you, air signs, we need to get out of our heads. We need to recognize that we are done with the lessons, that we are done learning the same thing on repeat. We need to recognize that we're ready to move forward in our lives. But the only way that you can do that is by succumbing to your challenge, to your situation, to your current state of mind, recognizing that your mind is just like a big cloud hanging over you, but in that cloud are your options. Within that cloud is where you're going to find your true drive, your drive that's going to help you to accomplish, achieve, succeed at whatever it is that's going on around you. But if you give up before you get to this point, you're never going to get to this point. So succumb. Instead of trying to fight it, don't resist it, don't fight it, go with the flow and see where it takes you. I do have to bring into this, air signs, the supportive joy that's telling you that you are supported and you will find your joy. But joy comes after the hard work. All right? Your joy is not going to come here. Your joy comes here. It comes after the hard work. Once you've achieved, accomplished, and overcome all of the challenges that you're currently going through, that's where your joy lies. And that's also where your relaxation, because you actually, air signs, you actually can't relax until you have accomplished, because that's just who you are. You know, some people are quite good at relaxing while in a state of panic. You can't do that, air signs. You absolutely can't do that. You cannot rest comfortably knowing that you've still got all of this going on. So let's knock this out the park. Let's fix this. Let's resolve this. Let's move beyond this so that we can find our joys, that we can find our bliss, so that we can relax and that we can recognize what our true desires actually are. So air signs, for the week ahead, work through it so that you can see your truth, so that you can see your options, so that you can learn, progress, and move beyond, so that you can finally rest. I hope you have an awesome week, air signs. Sending you all so much love and blessings. Putting these three cards back in the deck, back in random places. And we move on to our water signs. So water signs, we have got Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I didn't cut this in half. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, welcome. Let's have a look and see energies for the week ahead for you. We are looking at the week of the 14th to the 20th of August 2022. And let's have a look and see water signs for the week ahead. What's in store for you? What is the energy happening around you? What do you need to know? What is important and significant for all Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for the week ahead? Okay. Cutting the deck over there. Card number 1. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Card number 2 is the Six of Wands. And card number 3 is the Knight of Cups. Okay, let's move them out of the glare a little bit. So, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We have got two Knight energies with the Six of Wands in the middle. Pentacles, Wands, Cups. So the only common denominator here are the Knights. Now, Knight energy is very action-based, very activity-based, very go, go, go energy. Fast, speed, activity, except for this particular Knight. The Knight of Pentacles, he's somebody who's very logical. He's somebody who's very kind and considerate in his behavior. Typically with a knight is not really doing too much in the way of thinking. They're more about let's do. If we look at this particular knight over here, he's on a ship. There's a storm brewing. He's got a lot that he needs to do to take control of the sales and, you know, to make sure that everything happens. He's not really planning and strategizing. He's just jumping into action. But he's trying to keep himself afloat, and he's trying to handle everything in the way that he needs to. But then our first night that we have, here he has his horse. You can see the long path, the long journey that he's been on to get to this point. He's exhausted, but he also recognizes that his horse is exhausted. He probably has ridden the horse like a whole day, and he's understanding and realizing that his horse might not be feeling as, you know, happy and energetic as he maybe was in the morning. So he's giving the horse a chance to rest, and he's walking beside his horse. He's being kind, caring, and considerate of the needs of his companion, of his horse. So we've got two very different night energies here. We've got one who feels like, you know, on a I'm going to call it a rocking ship, where there's just, you know, up and down and chaos and drama and activity all around him. And we've got this one who's like, actually, you know what, I am going to take it easy in order to allow my horse to recover, to heal, to feel a bit better. But he's very aware of his surroundings. So he's chosen to do this, to give his horse a rest at this point, because he realizes this is a safe place. Here we thought we were in a safe place, but it turns out suddenly a storm hits and suddenly we're not safe anymore. And here in the middle, what we have, water signs, is a performance. The Six of Wands. So here we have, I'm going to call her a ballerina, a dancer. Here is everybody in the audience clapping hands and celebrating. She is holding a bouquet of flowers. There are more flowers being thrown at her, and she is giving a curtsy. She is acknowledging everybody's celebration of her activities and of her success. So she has just given the performance of her lifetime, and suddenly she is being praised for that. And we had that. We had the praise. Be open to success. But I am going to say to you, water signs, for the week ahead, you are always kind, caring, and considerate to everybody in your life, to everybody around you. You never want to overburden anybody, but you also don't like to be the center of attention. As much as you are, you don't like to be the center of attention. You would much rather, you know, give that energy to somebody else. But what's happening is, you know, there's just so much going on, and you're struggling to stand on solid ground. You're feeling like everything is up in the air. You're feeling like, you know, we're up 1 minute and down the next minute, and up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's all a little bit overwhelming. So you've been so kind and so caring and so considerate. You've had to step up to the plate. You've had to step forward and give the performance of your lifetime. And as much as everybody is clapping hands and celebrating and acknowledging your work, you're feeling as if you're actually not winning. You're feeling as if you're not actually achieving anything. So water signs, it seems like everything is good except for your perception of the situation, because you feel like you're struggling. You feel as if your equilibrium is completely out, but nobody else is seeing it. Nobody else is seeing your suffering, okay? Because you're so good at hiding it. You're so good at putting on that performance. I am going to say to you though, this chaos might not be real in your situation. This chaos might only be happening within your own mind, within your own heart space, within your own self. And this might not be happening externally. So other people are not going to see how much you're suffering, how difficult you're finding it, because everybody sees you poised. Everybody sees you okay, succeeding, accomplishing, being kind, caring, and considerate. So nobody actually recognizes how much you are suffering. I am going to say to you, with a theme of supportive joy for the week, I think it's important that you express this. I think it's important for the week ahead that you let people know how hard it is, how difficult it is, and how much you are struggling and how much you are suffering. Because if you keep putting on a good show, you're always going to be on your own. There is a lot of support available to you, but that support is only available to you if you express it and let people know. Give yourself a rest, okay? Because this performance has taken it out of you, which is also why you're feeling a little bit overburdened, why you're feeling like the ground is literally shaking underneath your feet. So give yourself permission to rest, to take a little bit of time out, so that you can appreciate and enjoy your performance and everybody's gratitude for whatever it is that you've done. So water signs, express yourself this week. Continue to be kind and generous. Continue to give the performance of your life, but let people know how you are struggling so they can support you and help you, and give yourself permission to rest. All right. Lots of love and blessings, water signs. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. So, going to put the cards away because we're done with this deck now. Put it over there. Let's do our Q&A with Spirit. So here I have our Q questions. Let's have a look as I shuffle the questions. We're asking Spirit and our angels and our spirit guides and the ascended masters to all draw near. We're asking them for a question, something that we should all be thinking and pondering, something that should be on our minds, or maybe is on our minds, something that will just help us grow, learn, and understand ourselves, our lives, and our circumstances all a little bit better. So we're asking for a question, please, Spirit. What is something that we should all be thinking about, pondering in life right now? Let's have a look and see what our question is. How am I serving those around me at this time? How am I serving those around me at this time? I like that question. How am I serving those around me at this time? And this week I am going to work with my little Buddha tarot because I just adore this tarot deck. It is a cutesy deck that packs a punch and has quite a loud, supportive, encouraging, and motivating voice as far as I am concerned. So little Buddha tarot, help us to understand, how are we serving those around us at this time? What is the best thing that we can do, and how are we best serving those around us at this time? Little Buddha tarot, how am I serving those around me at this time? How are we serving those around us at this time? Okay, put the deck together, cut the deck. Card number 1 from Little Buddha Tarot. How am I serving those around me at this time? We have the Emperor. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Five of Swords. Now this is very, very interesting indeed. So how am I serving those around me at this time? The Emperor, you know, the Emperor, he is a very masculine energy first of all, but besides for his masculinity, he's also the leader. He's the one who's in control. He's the one who doesn't allow himself to get too emotional around situations and circumstances. He speaks truth. He speaks law, he speaks rules, he speaks structure. He's the one who understands that, you know what, without law and order, we will have disorder, okay? So he's the one who, he doesn't mind if people don't like him. He doesn't mind if people get cross with him. He doesn't mind if people get frustrated with him, because he knows that everything that he does is in the best interest of those that he is serving. So he is serving everybody, but he does rule with a bit of an iron fist, okay? He does rule with a bit of a tough external motto. As I said, he does not allow himself to get too emotional. He doesn't allow himself to get too emotionally invested or involved, because if he did, you know, he would not succeed at what it is that he's doing. And what is he doing? He is taking care of everybody around him. Everything that he does is in the best interests of the entire community, his entire kingdom. So how are you serving those around you at this time? By being in control, by making the hard decisions, by making the tough decisions, and recognizing that you're not always going to be well liked for it. You're not always going to have everybody celebrating and you know, being grateful for you, because sometimes you have to make decisions that are really, really tough. So the way that you are serving those around you at the moment is by being a good, strong, capable leader. By making the tough decisions, by saying the hard things, knowing that ultimately it's in the best interest of everybody. There is no ego here. We're not doing things for our own gain. We're not doing things for our own betterment. We're doing it for the whole community, kingdom, whoever it is that are in your life. We have the Six of Wands here, which is the card of victory and success. And the Six of Wands says, you know, when you do well, when you succeed, when you have a good moment, okay? Let people see it, let people recognize it, let people celebrate you. So how are you serving those around you? By making the tough decisions, but also by celebrating your wins, celebrating your victories, celebrating your successes. We all feel like when we do that, that we are conceited, that we are full of ourselves, that we're operating from a place of ego. But we need to understand that our families, our friends, those around us, we all need reasons to celebrate. We all want to focus on the happy. We all want to focus on the positive. So give everybody a reason to focus on the happy, to focus on the positive, to focus on good accomplishments. So how can you serve those around you? By making the tough decisions and giving everybody a reason to come together, to celebrate, to party. So again now, our third card here is not a fabulous card, not like the Six of Wands, okay? Because the Five of Swords, here we have Panda Bear, there we have the little Buddha, and there we have little Buddha's friend, the sheep. The Panda Bear is standing there and his friends are walking away from him. We don't know what's happened here. We don't know if Panda Bear said something and they're now storming off in upset. We don't know if Panda Bear has stopped them from doing something that they shouldn't be doing. We don't quite know what's actually gone on here. But what we do know is that not everybody's happy. Five of Swords is the card that says sometimes you have to do things that other people don't appreciate or don't like or don't enjoy. But you have to do things, you have to stand up against other people in order to bring balance into the world. So it's almost like the Five of Swords is speaking almost the same voice as the Emperor in saying that you're not always going to be the most popular. You're not always going to be well loved and well valued and well appreciated because you're the one that has to do the tough stuff. You're the one that has to say the tough things, make the tough decisions, do the tough actions, in order to take care of our community the best. So friends, how are you serving those around you at this time? By being the one who's not afraid to speak, to express, to do the things that other people are afraid to do, to say, and to express. But we also need to shift the focus from that to this. If we keep the focus on all the things that we say no to, everybody's going to think that's all we are. So every now and again, it's really important to serve those around you by giving them an opportunity to celebrate some successes. It's not about rubbing it in anyone's face. We don't do things from a place of ego. We do things from a place of truth, from a place of integrity, and from a place of supportive joy. Got to bring supportive joy back into it. We know that sometimes it's hard. Have you ever heard that saying, it's lonely at the top? That's what's going on right here. It's lonely at the top, but it doesn't have to be. So let's create, let's orchestrate, let's give those around us a reason to smile, a reason to celebrate, and a reason to be happy. And that's the best way to support others, to guide others, and to help others in their life at the moment. Friends, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope it just motivates you and gives you the guidance to speak out and to do the tough things that you've maybe been putting off for a while, but understanding that it's for the benefit of everybody concerned. Friends, I'm going to move on to the bonus reading now, which is exclusively for my motivated and activated YouTube channel members. So if you are a member, please do stick around as we go into your reading. And for the rest of you, I wish you an amazing week ahead with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.